Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. In this video, I'm going to show you guys 5 survivor builds you can use in 2023. Before we start, a like and subscribe will be very appreciated because we're going for 500 subscribers and let's make that happen. So for the first survivor build, of course, I'm going to say this is the best survivor build out there right now because it's combined with all the best meta perks in Dead by Daylight, which starts with Adrenaline, Off the Record, Dead Heart, and Resilience. This is the hands down the best survivor build out there in Dead by Daylight right now because it's really all meta perks combined, as I said in the beginning. Let me start by explaining the perks. Adrenaline. This is one of the best clutch perks in DBD because when all the generators pop, you gain 150% speed boost and you instantly heal to 1 health state. This is good when you're in a sticky situation, when you're looping the killer and almost about to get hit and the last generator pops. This will literally get you a lot of distance and you are fully healed, which means you are a lot safer now and your chance to escape are higher. Off the record, this perk for me is the new Decisive Strike because when you get off Duke, you get an endurance effect for 80 seconds. This basically means if the killer decides to tunnel you, the killer will waste a lot of time just not to get hit. This perk is literally an anti-tunnel perk. Dead Heart. This is one of the best exhaustion perk to use but one of the hardest to execute because you need to know when to use it and how to use it. This perk you can activate by pressing E and you gain an endurance effect for 0.5 seconds. When the killer is close to you and is going to hit you, activate this perk and when he hits you, you gain an endurance effect and a speed boost to continue looping the killer. It is recommended to use Dead Heart when faking fall, a window, or pallet so the killer will automatically try to hit you. Resilience. When you're injured, it increases your action speed by 9%. This means repairing gens, unhooked survivors, sabotaging hooks, cleansing totems, and of course the most important, vaulting windows. Most survivors use this perk just for their 9% speed on vaulting windows or pallets so they can loop more safely. This perk can also be used with genrush builds. This build is basically all meta perks together. Now let's go on to the second survivor build, which is Repressed Alliance, Wiretap, Dead Heart, or any exhaustion perk to your liking. The last perk slots depends on you, but I go with Resilience too to help you loop safer and efficient. Honestly, the last ones you can choose any perk you like. The most important perks of this build is Repressed Alliance and Wiretap because these perks literally counter the killer meta, which is Eruption, Colorblind, and other gen slowdown perks. Repressed Alliance allows you to block generators for 45 seconds, which is very weird, right? But this will help a lot. Let me give an example. Let's say you're doing a generator and the killer is coming to you. You can block the generator, then you can start running. The killer would notice he cannot kick his generator and cannot use his meta perks, which can be very frustrating for him. You can also use Wiretap because this perks when you activate it, all survivors can see the aura of generator highlighted in yellow, and if the killer is near the generator, the killer's auras will be shown for all survivors in the game. If you're looping the killer near your generator that you activated a Wiretap, the killer cannot mind game you, which is very nice. A reminder, you can also change Repressed Alliance for Blast Mine, but I feel like you get more value of Repressed Alliance because you can stun the killer with Blast Mine, which is very fun, but 5 second later, he can just kick the generator and still get his gen slowdown perks activated. Also, I said that Heart is not forced to use. You can use your favorite exhaustion perk. On the last perk slot, I always use Resilience to help me loop safer, as I said, but you can use whatever perk you like. Now let's go on to the third survivor build. This is going to be a fun build to use and not meta perks, but you can get similar results using this fun build, which starts with Head-On, Quick and Quiet, Deception, and Inner Healing. This is a locker build you can use to have a lot of fun and throw the killer without needing to use the best survivor build out there. Head-On, when you stay in the locker for 3 seconds, Head-On can be activated. If the killer comes to check the locker, you can stun him by coming out of the locker. This is one of the most fun exhaustion perks to use in Dead by Daylight. Quick and Quiet. This perk won't let you make any noise when you perform a fast vault on a window, pallet, or locker. This basically lets you rush in a fast locker without the killer getting a notification. This goes good with Head-On. Deception, one of the funniest perks to use. This is a confusing perk to explain. Of course, I'll show you guys a clip on how it works. When interacting with the locker while holding the sprint button has the following effects of not entering the locker, so you faked going in the locker doors swing open and close swiftly, looking like a survivor entered it, also trigger a loud notification for the killer. You can already see how fun this perk is to use because it can really confuse killers. Let's say you fake enter the locker and the killer checks the wrong locker, it will look so ridiculous. Inner Healing, when you cleanse the totem and stay in the locker, you are fully healed. This perks go well with Head-On because if the killer does not know where you went, you can get fully healed and have a chance to stun the killer with Head-On, which is insane value. This build has good synergy because every perk goes well with each other and most of them gets activated by entering a lock. On the fourth survivor build, this is going to be a beginner survivor build, so mostly for newer players that just started playing DBD, so there won't be complicated perks in this build. This build consists of Windows of Opportunity, Light, Resilience, and Prove Thyself. Windows of Opportunity because it lets you see all hours of windows, pallets, and unbreakable walls. Newer players tend to lack in map visualization. They mostly do not know where pallets and windows are to loop, so they will probably go in a dead. Windows of Opportunity teaches you where all pallets and windows are in the map, so you can loop better and more efficient without going somewhere dead in the map. I use this perk sometimes to go for 5-gen chases. Light because it's the easiest exhaustion perk to use in DBD. When you vault a window or a pallet, you gain 150% speed boost. It is not as good as Dead Hard or Sprint Burst, but newer players will struggle to use these perks correctly, so it's better them to start with light and work their way up to the top exhaustion perk. Resilience because you don't need any character to unlock this perk. When you are new to the game, you won't have a lot of character, so this perk can be easily attainable and you get a lot of value from this. Proof that this is a very good perk because you can do generators 50% faster when a survivor comes to do the generator with you. It can stack up to 45% faster. The most important part of this perk is you gain 100% more points in the cooperative actions. You want to get more blood points so you can level up survivors faster and get more perks. The fifth survivor build. This is the genrush build. That means you're going to be doing generators very quick. This build consists of hyper focus, stakeout, self-aware, and sprint burst. Hyper focus, this is kind of hard to explain, but if you get a great skill check, you gain a token. You can up maximum up to 6 tokens, but if you miss a great skill check, you lose all the tokens. This perk is good because every time you go up 1 token, you can get up to 30% on your generator by hitting a great skill check. This is why we use stakeout to avoid missing a great skill check. When you're staying long enough in the killer terror radius, you can go up to 4 tokens. If you hit a good skill check on the generator, it turns in a great skill check. This is why it goes so good with hyper focus, because you have guaranteed 4 tokens you can use, but the last 2 tokens you must hit your own 2 great skill checks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any other survivor builds out there, let me know in the comments down below. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.